So we want to answer why we don't have answers to our prayers. Yes?
Verse 3.
When
you ask.
Elders, when you are not asking, now I have convinced you. You are now asking. But there is a when. Because now you're asking. But when you ask.
When you ask, you do not receive.
Listen the difference. The first one is said, you do not have because you do not ask. So the problem there is that you don't have because you do not ask. I didn't even give you. But now that you are now asking and you are not receiving, don't lose your focus. In the beginning, you did not have because you did not ask. But now your problem is that you are asking, but you are not receiving. You are praying, but you're not getting your answers. And that's what I want to fix. Now God is about to give us a real instruction. But when you ask,
you do not receive because you ask with the wrong motives.
So when you ask, you do not receive because you are asking with a wrong motive. I hope you can see that the prayer is answered. The problem is on the recipient. It didn't say, I do not answer because you're asking with the wrong motive. No. It is you that do not receive when the motive of asking. So, every time you pray, answers come. But if the motive is wrong, let's study there. You ask, you do not receive because you are not asking with the correct motive. Let's finish the verse. Because I don't want to start guessing for you what is the wrong motive. Let the Bible help us.
When you ask, you do not receive because you ask with the wrong motives.
What is the wrong motive?
That you may spend what you get on your pleasures.
That you may spend what you get. What is the wrong motive?
That you may spend what you get on your pleasures.
What is the wrong motive?
That you may spend what you get.
Come on, church. We are going to sing this one. What is the wrong motive?
That you may spend what you get.
Okay, give us a different translation, media. You have to sing this. It has to sink. I'm here to make sure that when you leave this service, this one must be ticked off. Either to say, I have it in check, or I need grace. Okay, thank you. You are asking and you don't receive because the motive of asking is wrong. And what makes the motive to be wrong is where you want to use what you will get. Oh boy, I'm teaching good. It's not the prayer that is wrong. Elder, your English is correct. Your tongues is correct. But God now took a step over your tongues and went to the reason for you asking. And said, so you mean you want a good job because you are suffering? You are selfish. Why? You want to spend it. Now God is checking. He said, I'm tired of this suffering, oh God. Release my breakthrough. Release my breakthrough. Release. God is saying, okay, let's see if now you are ready. And then he's not looking at the prayer, he's looking at the And the motive of breakthrough is that you are now tired of your problems. And whatever God will give you must come and fix your problems. And your problems are your desires. Oh, don't make it complicated. So a wife, listen to me. A wife just begin to feel like this husband is not saved. If he die, he will go to hell. Oh God, save my husband. Oh God, help me, save my husband. Save my husband. Talk to me. Is that a correct prayer or wrong prayer? I told you I'll give a case that I want to see if you understood. Don't fear to make a mistake. I'm here for that. A woman that has a husband who is not saved, she's now fasting, asking God to change the husband. Lord, change him, go to heaven, because if he die, he go to heaven. I won't like it. So now she's praying for him, fasting for him, that God must change the husband. I'm asking now, is that a correct prayer or a wrong prayer? Stop. Yes? Correct prayer. Anyone else? It's a long prayer. What makes the prayer wrong is what now I want to introduce. And this is a secret to successful prayer. So I'll come back to that. You felt like it's a right prayer because it is not you. The way spirits think and not the way humans think. I hope you're following me. I said, I hope you are following me. Now, a correct prayer will always have an intention to glorify the Lord. You're not writing. I'm defining something for you. So anytime you pray, you must always come and check that template. When this answer comes, is it going to glorify? We'll come back to the husband issue. Sister Sarah, 1 Corinthians 10 and verse 31. Make sure that the answer that is you are asking will glorify God in your life. And then I won't leave you to wonder what that means because we have the Bible to help us.
1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 31. Therefore, whether you eat or drink,
or drink,
or whatever you do,
come on family, whatever
you do, do all to the glory of God.
Why must you do what you do?
To the glory of God.
Why must you do what you do?
To the glory of God.
This is how far you go to secure His glory in your life. Meaning that even for you to be eating, you should eat for His glory. Not so you can be healthy. You want to be healthy so He can have. Am I helping you to know how to pray? You are eating right so you can be healthy. If you stop there, selfish prayer, it won't be answered. Oh God, heal me. Oh God, heal me. Oh God, heal me. Me is the wrong prayer. Because that is a selfish desire. You want a healing to benefit you. Oh, you're getting this thing. See, these lines are very deep. If a master, a teacher doesn't come and draw it with the chalk, you will not see the line. That what hinders prayer is not wrong prayers, it's wrong motive. And the wrong motive sometimes you think like, we pray so many prayers that is correct to ask. It is the will of God to give, but the motive is wrong. Therefore, the whole prayer is wrong. So the reason why you must eat is so that God can find glory. The reason why you are fasting, so God can. Don't fast to get power. Don't fast to fix problems. They won't be. They will not be fixed. Why? The intention of the fasting is not the glory of God. Therefore, the fasting is fasting with wrong motive. We are trying to find why prayers are not answered. By the way, so I can make you relax. Since I began to study this topic, I found my own mistake. I also find things that I say, okay, here I must also fix. Here I should also fix. I don't want to have some prayers answered. I want all my prayers. So I have some prayers that I believe were not answered because, not even I believe, there's not because. I now know this is the reason. So you should now know that even your pastor is fixing. So don't feel hard on yourself. When you realize it wasn't correct, don't argue with the philosophy, rather with the scriptures. Just fix. You can be fasting for a job that the condition they were living in is not okay. And God don't answer. I'm answering your questions of why we pray we don't get answers. You can see. The motive, rather, the prayer of saying to God, oh, bless me, my children, they must have bread, is a good prayer point. It is the will of God to answer it. but the motive is not the glory of God. Therefore, the prayer is wrong. Oh. What makes the prayer wrong is the motive. And what makes the motive wrong is the fact that the answer will not glorify God. Whether you eat, it must be to the glory of the Lord. Whether you do whatever, even if you want to get married, the reason should be that God must be glorified. Not that you want to be happy. The marriage will not come because that happiness is a selfish desire. I hope people are learning. Whatever you do, do it for the glory